I was at the gym one day while I was training. A young man, 15 years old, freckle face, thick glasses, red head, watching me. And I could see him in the mirror, just watching me as I'm training. And I could see him just watching my movements. And so I turned around just a little bit so he could see me better. Because I knew he didn't have the courage to speak to me. So I kept on working out. And I watched him. That night, he goes to the car. And his mother pulls her car up in front of mine. She walks over to my car and says, "Hey, I'm really sorry to disturb you. You may have noticed my son that was following you inside the gym. Actually, he's been following you for quite some time. He's been bullied at school. He's 15 years old. I told him we can go to school and sort out the bullies, and he says, no, don't sort out the bullies, make me stronger." So they say he's gonna go to the gym. And so I said to her, okay, so what do you need? She says, will you train him? I said, absolutely. Took him under my wing and I trained him at 15-year-old. Within 2 months, I was training his bullies that he brought to the gym. Him and 3 other bullies from that same area all came together. We training together in that gym. Now, let me tell you something, it gets better. I leave. I don't see him anymore. But I said to myself, why didn't I give him Jesus yet? It's always the crucial thing. Whenever ministering to people, when should I open the conversation? And I thought about it, I prayed about it, and it never came out. I left that area. Years later, I was asked to come back to do evangelism in that area. I came back and I thought, man, I'm gonna go visit this guy. I'm gonna go visit this guy just before the series starts. I found out he's married, has a son, and he's doing a trade. He's baking bread. He works at the bakery. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go see him. He says he starts at like 4:30 in the morning. I said, yeah, man, that's the best time to get bread. Turned up to the bakery. I knocked on the door, they opened up the door. We haven't opened yet. I know, do you have like a guy named, I gave his name, and they said, oh, yeah. Actually, we call him Mr. Muscles around here. Mr. Muscles! And he came out in this apron. He was like John Cena looking. Came out and says, room! Just caught my hand like this, and I felt that strength of his, and I said, oh, you haven't stopped training, have you? He goes, man, you should see what I'm deadlifting now. He says, what are you doing here? I said, I have an evangelism series that's happening about 2 blocks away. He says, bro, I'm coming. Let me tell you something, church. He ain't coming because I convinced him through some philosophical arguments. He ain't coming because I sat down with him and convinced him of Revelation chapter 14. He is coming because of a relationship that was developed. Where I was doing church, I was conscious that I wasn't just there to lift weights. I was there to save souls. And the church, wherever you are, save souls. Get people. Follow Jesus. Ask, Lord, am I here to follow Jesus? Am I following Jesus? Are you following Jesus? And if you're following Jesus, it doesn't matter whether it's at the well or at the gym. But everywhere you go, you are Ekklesia, and you will reflect the gospel when you trust in God. And by doing so, watch what God will do.